Here at NYC, and I'm at the Chaotix Game Development. So first, tell us a little bit, first the title of your game and how did you come up with the concept?
Hi, this is Talal Chowdhury at Chaotix Game Development. The title of the game is called Urban Warriors. I grew up with games like Streets of Rage, Dynamite Cop, Fighting Force. I really love the 3D beat 'em ups, and often there were 2 players, but I really wanted to be 4 players. Not only that, these games don't have that much depth usually, but versus games tend to have that depth. So I also wanted to make sure I had a lot of fighting game mechanics in this game. I also included a versus mode. So I'm making both of these modes together so that they both enjoy the fruits of both types of gameplay.
And how long you been in development so far?
So 3 months so far. I'm a solo dev, so I'm doing what I can. I'm buying art assets, I'm buying 3D models, animations, sound effects, background music, and I'm putting it all together in Unreal Engine.
And ideally, where would you want to release this on? PC, console?
I'm gonna start on PC and let's see what happens. I want aim for PC, console for sure. That's where everyone is.
Okay, so talk a little bit more about the gameplay, because you mentioned that you were inspired by Streets of Rage and other beat 'em ups, and I'm just watching the footage and just watching us play here. You have a lot of those aesthetics in here. So talk a little bit about the gameplay. What elements did you include?
Okay, so one of the biggest inspirations is definitely Fighting Force. Fighting Force, that game was very epic, and it was very like streets, like urban. I definitely wanted to incorporate that kind of theme. Like dark, gritty streets, New York City, like really cool fighters beating up gang members. And doing like air juggles on enemies, one of the most satisfying. When you do an air combo on someone, it's like your heart stops. You're in the air, you're doing combos. Someone else can maybe jump in and do an air combo as well. I think that is like some of the best moments in gaming. So I'm just trying to capture that.
Also notice that with this, the controls is a little bit more advanced than your classic beat 'em ups, because you actually have parry, blocking, and things like that. Was that important to make sure it's actual feel like you're really fighting and being on a defensive as opposed to just offensive all the time?
Yeah, parries, I definitely, I included that last weekend. Parries is such a, it's so satisfying to predict that I'm about to get hit, press the button at the right time. There's a shing, there's a slowdown. Street Fighter Third Strike introduced parries to the world, and I think the depth of fighting games has never been the same. I'm not just trying to make a retro fighting game. I'm trying to make a retro fighting game style with a modern twist, and I think the modern twist comes through depth of gameplay, things like parries. The other thing in this game is I'm hoping to add more silly items like Power Stone. There was a bubble gun in that game, and can you imagine you're fighting gang members, all of a sudden you bust out a bubble gun,
yes,
and it traps them in a bubble? That would be epic.
And where would you?
Yeah, go ahead.
And where would final question will be how long as a solo developer can you tell us a little bit of the challenges of being a one-man team being a developer? I'm not only a solo dev, I'm also a father. I have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. After I put them to sleep, I work on this game from 9:30 to 2:30 in the morning every day for the last 3 months. It's been really taxing. I am looking for help, but it's also I gotta keep moving. My time is so limited. It's almost as if my time has to be more valuable. So I am hungry right now. I am on crank mode. I'm driven by passion for this type of game, and I'm motivated. So I'm just continuing with this motivation. I cannot slow down. I gotta release this game before next March. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.